he said the idea, he's making the new argument now that we can end the restrictions on movement in this country, although he did say like New York, a place like that's different. But he's invoking the idea of, this car accidents kill so many people each year, and the flu, and we don't shut down now. He's actually going back to almost to his hoax comments. In your view, is that responsible to try to make it where his Surgeon General was on TV today literally saying this week it's going to get worse? And now you have Donald Trump trying to say, hey, it's going to be better by Monday, and I think I'm going to lift all the restrictions, and downplaying the risk that's posed by it.
Well, he is downplaying the risk, and it's really a matter of life and death. I mean, he should responsibly be doing a few things. First, he should be having a shelter in place for at least 2 weeks. Second, he needs to actually be funding the Defense Production Act, invoking it. I said it's $750 million, which is congressional appropriation. It's totally inadequate. It should be $75 billion. And people say, well, what would you use the money for? Let me give you a very concrete example. The problem with the N95 masks in this country is not actually a shortage of sourcing. There are plenty of masks available in parts of China and parts of Germany. The problem is that the hospitals aren't willing to prepay. They have very tight budgets, and they're not willing to pay for something that may not come through. And so we don't have a capital line. Well, the federal government ought to just say we're going to guarantee any hospital that wants to acquire essential medical supplies, whether that's N95 masks or ventilators. The government ought to provide extraordinary bonuses for companies willing to manufacture ventilators, but he's not doing any of that. And then finally, he ought to be really focused on the science and listening to the experts as opposed to worried about the temporary hits on the stock market.